Hey, what's up, guys? Mike Patrick. In this video, let me get this pouch out. This video is going to be called What's Enough, okay? Now, the thing about it is, guys, I did a video maybe a week or two ago, and I was with my family, okay? And I was, talking to them about morals and values and what really means something to you. What's the most important thing in life to you, okay? And the thing is, I was talking about morals and values to reiterate that, okay? And I was just talking to one of my children tonight, and I had thought every time I do a video, it's always something that I meant to put in that video a lot of times that I didn't put in there. So I'm going to kind of piggyback off that video, okay? And what I was asking was, I was talking to one of my daughters, and I said, we was having a conversation, and I said, see, that's what I was talking about in that video, and I said that's what I meant to say in that video, and I didn't get a chance to say it. It kind of slipped my mind in the moment of the video, but I was saying, like, what's enough? Okay, what's enough? And that's what I was trying to explain. So what happened is, I was asking my daughter, I said, is it something that, I said, is anything that you want right now? You know what I mean? What you want to get? Because they getting a little older and things like that. And so they kind of, winging off toys and stuff like that. And so I said, so naturally, what you would get your kids is like clothes and stuff like that. So, but I said, what do you want right now? And she was like, I'm not sure what I really want, because when I want something, this is very important. Peep this. She was like, when I want something, I be thinking I want it, then I be like, I want something else, paraphrasing. And so I was like, that's a good point. I said, that's the point. And I said, when we was doing that video, that's something I meant to put in that video that I didn't put in that video. And so I was like, you notice how when you think you want something, or when you want something, you notice how it's never enough. Like, you just want more and more. And growing up, especially in America, you know what I mean? We get stuff and then we just want something else. It's just a precursor to us wanting something else. Like, nothing is never enough. You know what I mean? Like, getting something that you want most of the time is just a precursor to thinking that you should be able to get the next thing that you want, and so on and so on. And it's never enough. You see what I mean? And so what I always try to do with my children, I ain't gonna say always, but what I have tried to do, and what I will make an emphasis to continue to do, is to try to show them that when you get something, it never is enough. If you get a pair of shoes today, yeah, eventually you're going to need another pair of shoes. But the point is, like, whether you need another pair of shoes or not, you just going to want another pair of shoes. You see what I mean? If you get clothes today, whether you need new clothes or not, you just going to want more clothes. You notice how the more that we get, the more we want. You notice how some with a lot of food, especially in America, if you follow a standard American diet, the more that you eat, the more you kind of want more food. It don't take long for you to just want more food. Like, it's never enough. And so that was really quickly, that's just a good way to kind of explain or make an analogy to how, like, in this society, we're always wanting more and more, and we're never satisfied, okay? And so you have to find the things that make you truly satisfied. Find out what's really important to you so you can be satisfied with that, and then everything else is added on to you. But the more that you're looking for stuff outside of yourself, things that's not real, the more and the event is going to come where you're going to need something else. You see what I mean? Like, so if you find your value in the material things too much, you're going to always need more of that, right? Your car is not gonna last forever. You're gonna always need another. You're gonna need another car at some point. Your I don't even want to use that as an example. Anything, clothes, you know what I mean, stuff like that. All these material things is never gonna be enough. You're gonna need something else. You're gonna want something else to fill that void. It's gonna get old, and if you're putting your worth into those things, you're at some point you're gonna feel inadequate. If you get a watch that's, you know what I mean, that's bezeled out, or diamonds or whatever, like after you didn't have that watch for a year or something like that, and that might be too long for some people, depending on the lifestyle that you're trying to portray, you know what I mean, you're going to need another watch. People going to get tired of that watch, and whatever value you thought that watch brought to you, you see what I'm saying, you're going to be like, all right, I done had this watch for too long. People going to start to think that, you know what I mean, all right, that's that same old watch. That's them same old clothes you've been wearing. You know what I mean? I don't care if this name brand, like I done seen you with it on a few times. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? You done had that car for 10 years. You know what I mean? 7, 8 years, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So when you're putting your value and your worth in that, if you would really ain't got it like that, and most people really ain't got it like that, you know what I mean? When you could be switching stuff out all the time, but yet you're trying to play this role as if, like, you know what I mean, your value is based on what you got, and then you trying to keep up with that and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make this video as a point and to document it and record it before I forget that point. Like, what's ever enough? If I get you a toy today, how long is the satisfaction of me getting you that toy? I know for a fact, I know everybody else know it, but I know it for a fact. Like, you know what I mean? You get your kids something they want, you get them a toy or something like that. They're entertained by it for like who knows how long before they want something else. You know what I mean? It seemed like they wanted it real bad, then they get it, then it's like they play with it for a second, figuratively speaking, then it's on to wanting something else. So I'm just trying to prove that point of like, what's really enough? You see what I mean? And so you have to find value in the real things. All right, hopefully this was a good video. Peace.